Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Omori, who's ready for some spookums.
Yeah, I was going to ask because I did catch right as we exited Fantasyland that we caught eye of a Polaroid that looked pretty scuffed. And then we immediately snapped back to reality. So, what happened?
We'll have to wait and find out.
I'm asking you. I mean, don't spoil it, obviously. But it's also like, I'm trying to start a topic here.
Okay, so Basil found a photo that was not meant to be seen. What that photo was, we'll have to wait and see. So, afterwards, Omori woke up, and which is what's happening now. So let's make some memories together, okay? So something happened between Omori and Basil.
All the people in the fantasy land, like all the party members, are people that he knows in real life, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And it's a coping mechanism, I'm assuming?
Generally speaking, yes.
Generally speaking,
You know how like sometimes you think back to the past, like an argument you had with your parents in middle school or whatever just haunts you in the back of your mind. I think for Omori, he does that too, except the argument is a JRPG boss battle.
Yeah.
And then you use witty retort to imagine what the perfect comeback would be at that time, and then you feel so much better about yourself. Oh, okay. Is this a? Oh, never mind.
Real
All right.
world.
That was a cutscene. I was about to make a point, but not. Is Sunny Omori's name in the real world? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Omori is the name he uses in Fantasyland.
Oh, okay.
And as probably as an AOL, it's the messenger pen name.
Probably, yes.
Do you guys remember your oldest pen names? Like from when you first started to. I mean, if you don't want to say it, you don't want to say it.
I mean, I remember it. I'm not going to say it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
that
opening
bad, huh?
myself to potential embarrassing things people will find that I posted when I was 12 years old on the internet. All right.
I will. I was a big WWF fan. I remember growing up. I was like just Steve Austin, like 1987, because my birth year.
Listen,
That's
if
it.
you want to find my Neopets name and look up my awesome Neopets store, for the record, that had like 3 different paintbrushes for sale, and played the theme for Yoshi's Island on Paper Mario, go right ahead and do that. But I'm not telling you it. This is something you have to
I am
look up.
all for that kind of fucking cringe. And I want to hear your pen names too.
I had
audience.
to fucking learn HTML coding to play the Yoshi's Island Paper Mario theme on my Neopets site. All right. Took a lot of effort, and I don't remember any of it, but I definitely did. Do you save at picnic baskets?
yes, you do.
Okay. That is,
That's how you get ants.
I think I finally found something more random than the frickin' typewriters in Resident Evil, where it's the year 2016, and then Leon would be like, "Oh man, a typewriter. Dear Mom, today I killed a zombie. It was awesome. Love, Leon."
Poop butt.
Oh God, I can't see. Oh no.
It's very dark. You feel dizzy. Maybe you can sleep it off.
You're right on. Okay, I thought you were about to just eat shit and tumble down the stairs because you were getting drowsy right on top of that damn thing.
So, do you get to choose when to go back to the fantasy world or not?
To an extent, make sure you are sure in your choices because that affects your route.
Okay. How ooh, spooky.
Just a little apocalypse.
How much leeway do you get with your route? Do you end up on a route depending on one final choice at the end, or is it
There's a very specific choice in the beginning that sets you on your main route.
and you can't switch
You can't
back?
change it afterwards, no.
Okay.
So you are hard locked into this route.
Yes, there are different
The
endings.
moment
There
you
are
make
some
that
different
choice.
endings within the routes that you can do.
Yeah.
But the main route between Fantasyland majority and real world stuff is pretty early on. It's fairly obvious when it happens, but I'll point it out when we get there.
And to get what's considered the best ending, you have to do the real world.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
What a trooper. You got these fucking dumb. I mean, I know it's all
Listen,
symbolism,
I played
but it's
Tears of the Kingdom. I know what these freaking creepy hands can do.
It's like
Yeah,
you got
freaking
these
blue
like
hands.
these these dark, gloomy hands, these tendrils,
Oh,
the
shit.
realistic Photoshop hand behind you, and your first thought is, I'm hungry. I hope that cheesecake is still in the fridge.
Damn, why did Mom install a second 35 stories of stairs?
Do you think my mom will hear the Pop-Tarts in my pocket if I walk upstairs with them?
You put the Pop-Tarts in your pocket?
If they're still in the aluminum wrapping.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I mean. Is like, but it's still very roughly. What the fuck is this thing?
The stairs.
I actually kind of like how they use the base of the stairs as like the body of this creature.
Also, the afraid sprite is very unnerving.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, to be fair, I'd probably make a similar face if I saw something like this staring at me while I was walking down the stairs.
We're specifically getting shoved, so I think we're getting, like, all the damage we're taking is from tumbling down the stairs. We
Cannot run. Nope.
All right.
Gotta face our fears. Somebody's attack did nothing.
So there's RPG stuff in the real world, too.
A little bit, yes, but you never... all these fear ones are pretty scripted, and just to point out, the RPG stuff in the real world is a bit harder, but you never have to win any single one of the fights.
Interesting.
Is there a perk to winning them?
Different dialogue options.
Okay, flavor text,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say it's more than flavor text for this kind of game where effectively the text is the point. Versus, I know that there are definitely some fights in other RPGs where, like, it'll be a scripted fight where, oh, you die if you lose, and if you win, oh, you did really well, and then you die anyway. Where, like, I would consider that flavor text.
It's the way my brain is wired, where you're absolutely right, where text is the point. So flavor text is not exactly the indicative descriptor. I'm more thinking in the game aspect. Like, does it give you something to make your experience easier or better? In the gameplay sense, not in the story sense.
So we're heating up a steak in the microwave.
I don't know why, for some reason I thought you like put a knife in the microwave.
Did you use the reheat button? Because if you did, it'll never reheat to the right temperature.
No. Well, I mean, it also depends on the sensor in the microwave and how old the microwave is.
Well done, steak. Oh, sorry. Omori is my least favorite character in fiction. Now.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe you deserve to get pushed downstairs.
Eat it well done. Jeez.
Yeah, I can't fuck with well done steak.
Oh, if you put some
Like,
gravy, you want to know what you would
Oh, so you have to add something to it because the steak itself doesn't taste good,
just
you say.
drape the freaking gravy on its own if you like it so much. And
Also, microwave steak. Ew.
yeah, you see, this is why you don't microwave the steak, because you're gonna get sick. Half of it will be cold, and half of it will be way too hot.
Yeah, essentially a hot pocket.
I mean,
Can't
John,
believe
it's
so.
still edible though. It can't be quite a hot pocket.
I'm just talking more about how hot pockets are always either frozen solid even after they've been in there for 2 minutes, or they're a thermonuclear bomb.
Have you ever tried pizza rolls?
Yes.
It's the same thing.
But I never microwave those. I always bake those.
Man, he's looking.
Damn, that was real.
Yeah.
Despite everything, it's still Omori.
That's Omori.
When
Someone's
the
at the
stairs.
door.
I'm surprised they didn't make that joke until like part of the. I apologize for that. But that was probably the most obvious fucking joke you can make with this name. But you're staring at a mirror. I'm gonna make that joke.
Omori, what are you doing at 3 a.m? Microwaving steak?
Microwaving steak. It's 3:00 in the morning.
Let's open the door for Mary. We have no reason to refuse.
Is she real though? Because I noticed she was like the light blue color from the fantasy world.
Ready for some spookums.
He was like, I'm waiting for it.
You see, I didn't actually really see what she looked like, so
Yeah, it's blink and you miss it. But you know what though? Like there wasn't a shrill, there wasn't a screech, and I appreciate that type of jump scare more than anything, because I feel Not to saying that there's not a place for it, but like a jump scare that has like the scream or the shriek accompanying it means you didn't have confidence enough for the image to deliver the scare. I'd rather the image itself speak volumes and make me unsettled rather than the noise that comes with it. Because you can play anything with a jump scare and it'll be noisy. It'll scare you because of how unexpected it is.
So back to Fantasyland we go. Welcome to White Space. You've been living here for as long as you can remember. No. Good.
Florida.
Now, John, don't be mean to White Space, all right?
Why? What has White Space done for me lately?
Listen, you got to be pretty damn bad to be comparable to Florida, okay? Oh, God. Did any of you guys have the Game Boy camera back in the day?
Yes.
Okay. That image of the light bulb, for some reason, put the Game Boy camera into my mind.
Because it looks like it was out of the Game Boy camera filter.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, man. That game was probably one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't even really play the games. I just fucked with the camera for a bit. I mean, the first time I was ever exposed to the Game Boy camera was I was on a camping trip. I think at the tail end of middle school. Or
Did you know there's a space shooter hidden in there?
Is there?
Yeah,
okay, that's just going to show how much I didn't actually play any of the games. I just fucked with the camera.
The menus are like this weird, like, Russian nesting doll, where like you go through each of them and you find more and more bizarre stuff as you go through. Like there's some like Game & Watch things where you can take a picture of someone's face, and then they're like the face on the Game & Watch guy. So how do you get out of here?
We have to find something.
So you have to beat the game.
Which I am looking for right now is just very hard because the entire screen is white.
It doesn't take long for it to loop, though, I've noticed. So at the very least, you're not wandering aimlessly for too long. What the fuck, dude? Like, I was like the second page of that book that you're checking out there. I just finished watching the first season of Gravity Falls. And that fucking show is full of ciphers. So I'm seeing that as immediately reminded of Gravity Falls. Although this one seems to be more Satan-induced.
Something fell
or whatever the fuck is going on with the kid. I don't know.
So to unlock the final area of the game, we have to play Hangman.
Oh, boy.
So can you guess your way to the end of the... Oh, now I get it. Now I'm sad.
Found a map.
So
yeah, this entire realm is called Headspace.
Can you, like, guess your way to the final area just if you already know the answer?
No, because you have to pick up the individual letters in the overworld.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That'd be some shit like that. That's how you speedrun this game. It's like I already know the answer.
The speedrun of this game is very interesting, considering there's a lot of version-dependent glitches you can do.
So what is Omori available on?
Everything.
Oh, everything.
Well, as far as modern consoles go.
I want my Sega Saturn version. Where's my Sega Saturn version?
I mean,
this
could probably work on a Saturn, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, it's on Switch, it's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox, it's on PC, so...
I'd probably play it on Switch.
Yeah, but it's $10. It's $10 cheaper on Steam, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's $20 on Steam and $30 on Switch.
Why is it $30 on Switch?
Because you'll pay the Switch tax.
All right.
Am I wrong?
I mean, no, you're not. But it's, I
mean, I paid for the physical version, so
fuck you.
Hold on, actually, let me check and see if that's for the physical or for the digital version. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's for either version. It's $30. So.
At that point, just get the physical version. At least you get something with it.
I mean, that's true. But
something that's going to go on a shelf and collect dust.
Yeah, I was going to say, as much as I do like having physical versions of the game, I am running into a space issue where it's just like, what the hell do I do with all this stuff, basically?
That's what the companies want you to say is a good. I don't know. I'm very selective of what I want for physical media nowadays. Like, The Switch, I'm almost all digital. I've pretty much said that time and time again. PlayStation, I'm still all physical. And no, that's it. Actually, I think all the consoles that I own, PlayStation is the only one where I will adamantly refuse to get digital unless it is something that's only digital. At the same time, we live in a day and age where the CDs are now glorified keys because the games are installed into the hard drive, obviously. But for my experiences, at least in the PlayStation 4, when my internet is off for whatever reason and I want to play a game, I have to I cannot confirm the license unless it's online.
That's wonderful. I love buying a thing and then not being able to use the thing I bought.
I love leasing a game.
You'll never own anything anymore.
Like a house.
True. Now I'm sad.
Oh no. Getting the house is easy. Are you ready for the interest rate?
Yo, you want to know what you need? You need to be approved for the mortgage first, though, is also the thing. Here, you need to get a better credit score. How do you get a better credit score? Well, you need to simultaneously have a credit line, but also not have too many credit lines, and also have a payment history for your credit cards, but you can't use the credit to pay for it back because that'll also lower your credit score.
How about you go fuck yourself?
I wish.
So yeah, here's our major plot point for the entirety of Fantasyland. Basil's gone missing.
Ooh.
We gotta go find him.
Do we see equivalents to the party members in the real world, or no?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Like, yeah, because I was going to ask whether or not these were all just figments of your imagination, or is there a basis for them?
Nope, they're all real people.
Okay, they're all real people.
Yeah, because that was something I was thinking about, because we saw Mari and Basil equivalents in the real world, but none of the other people, so.
Well, which one's going to be voted off the island first?
Oh, well, tune in next week to find out.
I don't trust Aubrey. I think they got ulterior motives. I also don't trust the fruit basket.
The fruit basket or the picnic basket?
The fruit basket in the bottom right of the picnic blanket there.
Gotcha.
See the way it's glimmering? No fruit's ever that shiny.
I mean, apples can be pretty shiny.
Apples could be, I don't know, it depends on the type of apple. Oh, I've seen this dude out of context.
I don't think I have, actually.
I mean, when you go on fucking social media every waking day of your miserable existence, like you see a lot of shit that you don't quite have the context for, but you scroll past it before you know it. You don't follow up on it.
I think it's because nobody's been thirsty for him, so I haven't seen a bunch of fan art where people are implying they'd have sex with this floating black bedsheet ghost. So
yeah.
You know, versus fucking Sans Undertale, where you poisoned ass brain people would have sex with a skeleton wearing a sweatshirt. So, you know, yes, I am judging.
It's a hoodie.
The hoodie's a type of sweatshirt.
No.
Dust Bunny.
Zips up and down. Shit. Man, I wish Dust Bunny looked that adorable.
What does the trip and like other things do?
Those are your you use 3 energy points to use one of those things. So Trip will knock an enemy down on speed, as well as do a little bit of damage. Attacking again is just another attack.
Oh, okay.
And everyone has a series of different ones they can do.
Okay.
So experiment and figure out what they do.
So this is not, at least trying not to be the kind of RPG where you can mash attack and win.
No, you can do that early game because it's an early game RPG where your options are very limited.
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, most RPGs start with that, mostly just because they don't want to have decision paralysis and give you too many things to choose from at the very beginning.
Yeah, please don't. For God's sakes, I don't want to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's about finding that sweet spot where, you know, you start off accessible, but you don't make people, you don't make people overwhelmed, but you get to something fairly interesting before too long.